Buddy Matthews, Will Ospreay, they're going to do all the flips, all the stuff. I will say this was not, they could have, if they wanted to, gone really flippity, 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 flippity. I feel like they kind of contained what they could have done.
Yeah.
They restrained themselves as far as that.
Flippity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good match. I will say also, I know he's called the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, but I feel like Will Ospreay is doing better, not mat wrestling as far as like submission, but like
it's a more well-rounded
kind of,
right? Yeah. It's not just now I go up here and do a triple spinning over your ball sack plancha dive, right? For no reason, right? Like I think it's a good blend now of sort of that, where we always said the before we got a little bit more introduced week to week to the Young Bucks, where we used to call it this kind of hold your hand wrestling, right? Where I'm going to hold your hand while I go up to the top rope and I'm going to bounce on my ass and jump off while you just hold my hand watching the whole time and never yank me down and never try to fight back. So I think a lot of that is gone from the Will Ospreay thing that we're getting now, right? And it's a little bit more, it's contained sort of in this ring, but when I need to hit you with a powerful move with some gravity involved, well, I'm going to do that.
Definitely. So Will Ospreay, again, with Buddy Matthews here, they have a "This is awesome" chant. They have an AEW chant. They have all the fun chants that you expect. Will Ospreay wins this match, and this is when I kind of said it with the question. Afterwards, Will Ospreay gets on the microphone and, paraphrasing here, is essentially saying, "Hey, I'm one of the best. You took me to my limit. You know, if you wanted to, you could be a single star, or you could be a tag star with Brody King. Keep that in mind. You're pretty cool on your own." And then was like left. Now they went for a handshake. Buddy Matthews kind of did the wrestling, look both ways kind of thing, shook his hand. An exclusive on AEW's social media. He does a quick interview, Buddy Matthews, that is. And he essentially says, "Hey, didn't start off 2025 like I wanted to, but what you said, Will Ospreay, didn't fall on deaf ears." So, with all that being said, what do you make of this?
Man, yeah, because we don't hear typically, and I haven't been looking online, I don't know what you are, we don't really do the whole dirt sheets, who's signing where and what all this time. So, like, I don't know the status of Malachi Black, right?
Okay.
So it's hard to say, I know what's going to happen here, right? So the questions become, is this because now we're going to set up Malachi Black versus Will Ospreay and do a little thing, right? Now House of Black is against him, and or both of this breaking apart of House of Black, right? Maybe that leads to that, or maybe Malachi is just gone and this is our way to be like, you guys should get away from him. And they're like, you're right, right? So I think anywhere within that realm kind of happens, right? I wish, though, we did get this sort of Will Ospreay, Malachi Black. I like what we did with Hangman and Swerve, right? We created a feud that didn't necessarily have to have a title involved, right? These guys can kind of have a rivalry in a match that has a storyline independent of just, I'm the best flippy wrestler, right? Like, it's all right, right? So if we can get him to, like, now a creepy guy is trying to disappear him in the boiler room, right? I like that idea, right? So I'm hoping it's something like that, right? And or he, in his heelish tactics also upsets Buddy and Brody and they finally leave him, right? That could be involved in that too. What do you think's going on?
So I'll give you a couple scenarios. If Malachi Black is gone, whatever, the news says this, I think it would be cool if Buddy Matthews and Brody King were still associated adjacently. So it's not, we're a tag team, we're going to kick your ass. It's Buddy Matthews is in trouble. He needs someone here to save him. Brody King comes
We don't live in the same house anymore, but we're brothers.
Right. And the other thing is, I think what would be cool is when it's called for, not like the demon where Finn Balor did it, but when it's called for, if like Brody King walked out like this out on his own, like, you remember what I could have fucking did to people? Well, I'm going to do it tonight. I think that would be cool, is if they could always reference back to, we used to murder people, right?
Yeah, like,
but now
I dabble in the dark arts, fool.
Exactly.
Don't get caught up.
And then here's the other thing. Because he mentions if you want to do a tag, the tag team division is in desperate need of some new blood.
It's true.
Brody King, Buddy Matthews wouldn't
It'd
be
be
the
a
worst
good
thing in the
answer
world.
to the meat team of the Murder Machines, right?
Murder Machine, yeah.